Ladies and gents, today I'd like to introduce our special guest, Superstar, one of the coolest GMs I have ever met, as well as my co-caster, Mega. Welcome!
Hiya! So in this tutorial, Super will show us a mix of easy as well as not so easy parkour maneuvers. Most of them will be made with Relentless Presence.
The double TENDRIL one.
Yep, but we also made sure to include routes that can be done with any other talent too.
Let's start with...
Brightmarsh Senpai. I want to call this route, Who Needs Horses? It gets you from spawn to the point in like what, 3 seconds? Actually, let's see how much time this jump does save you.
If you're using a mount, you get there in 7 seconds. And it's 14 seconds if you're going on foot.
Damn, this jump really saves the day when you have to touch the point quickly. Plus, you land right on top of the natural habitat of campy drogoses and willows.
In contrast with the previous one, this jump is easy to master and can be done with any talent.
It's a great way to get behind enemy lines when pushing.
It usually takes you 7 seconds to get from this side to this side. Worst part is, you are very exposed while you're down there.
This jump will not only get you from one side to another, it also makes you fly above the roof, making it hard for enemies to hit you.
Yeah, and this move is also very easy to perform. Just aim for that little chimney.
And don't forget to jump before you do. In fact, jumping before using TENDRIL is essential for most of these moves.
If you do have double TENDRIL, you can use it to get there, get a kill, and then quickly get that sexy war bat back to safety. All you do is you aim at those mushroom heads. Once midair, you gotta aim at the other one.
Now this is how you get high on shrooms.
Stop. Here's another variation. Same shrooms, same trip.
Hope it's a good trip.
What's different is the starting point.
Ascension Peak, my dear. I can't take myself seriously when I do.
Whoa, chill there, Spider-Man.
With this jump, not only do you get really close to the point, you also quickly change positions from the left to the right lane. If there's a Strix camping in the area, you can be sure as heck he won't be expecting to land on his head this way.
Yeah. Here's another lane switch jump. Just make sure you aim at the top roof and then the rock.
The brilliance of this jump is that you start on the opposite side of the map, hidden from enemy snipers.
They don't know where you are or what you're doing until you literally fall on their head.
Oh yeah, this spot is often being abused by campy Kinesses and Strixes, so it's time for some sweet, sweet karma.
Rock, then roof. I call it the dehorsify jump, seeing how you can use it to dismount any incoming reinforcement if your team is defending. Just another variant, a bit harder to pull off, but very rewarding.
Yeah, I can see why. You can easily get stuck if you don't time the tendrils perfectly.
Yeah. Gotta aim at that corner and then at the middle of the roof.
What's cool about this jump is that the enemy expected you to appear either on the right or the middle. Oh man, were they wrong.
Now this is a one hell of a parkour.
This jump is obviously very situational. You land there with 2 of your abilities on cooldown.
But hey, the distance you cover with it, it's simply nuts. Like, if you make sure the enemy sees you on this side, and then quickly take this parkour route, you will take them by surprise.
If you want to do the same while going on foot, it would take you a whopping
20
seconds.
Damn, this one is so risky.
It's all about the right angle and timing.
See how she jumps to the side first, right? And then uses TENDRIL.
If you do succeed this jump, you will get to the sniper gazebo from a very good and concealed angle. Fish market, baby.
Quite the unusual jump, but hey, it allows you to get the high ground.
It also makes you an easy target for snipers, so I'd use it carefully. This one works perfectly with one tendril. It's just a quick way to get to the enemy backline.
Or you can go with the double tendril so you can quickly reach any pesky snipers lurking around. And it also works the other way around.
You do almost the same thing.
And the buildings cover you while you're flying. So the enemies on the point, they cannot see that you're changing position.
Now this is a great way to get behind the enemy lines.
And it's hard to time, but at least you don't die if you fail it. So you can try it as many times as you want.
This one is a bit risky because you're very exposed while in the air.
You are literally flying above the point.
But it can be useful if the enemy team is flanking and you want to quickly sneak past them, get a free kill, and vanish.
So this is how to Spider-Man your way to the enemy backline.
This is perfect if you got dismounted near your spawn.
One tendril is enough to get close to the point, and with two tendrils you can get to their backline too.
Now if you want to switch sides and be the ones who spawn camping, we've got you covered too.
Yep, again, it's one of those risky routes because it's so exposed. So it really only makes sense to use when the enemy has been already pushed away from the point.
Frog Isle!
If you're not afraid to get quickscoped while midair, this jump is for you.
It can be quite safe if the enemy only has blasters.
Or if your team is pushing the payload and you want to get there faster than a horse.
Like, really. You don't need master riding as Relentless Presence Vora. Not on this map anyways. If you're concerned about snipers, there's another route you can take.
Oh man, this one can be abused so much.
It's risky though, you might want to practice it in bots beforehand.
And here's one for the non-Relentless Presence for us.
The starting position is very important for this one.
And the way you're concealed by the trees during this flight makes this route even more useful.
And here's another way to use someone's wood to your advantage.
Damn!
Best part, you don't even need to have Relentless Presence for this.
Holy...
Dude, this mobility can only be compared to Talus's ultimate.
Except that you can get it so damn often.
Best part is, it's not that hard to perform, as long as you don't miss those two huge pillars.
I call this one Kinesa's nightmare.
Like, seriously, if I ever play Kinesa on this map against Vora, I'm gonna have a bad time.
The only weakness of this route is that you are quite exposed for a couple seconds.
Yeah, I'll probably use it when my team is pushing the payload and the enemies on the top floor are looking down, not forward. Ugh, Splitsone Quarry. Oh yeah, here's yet another way to make master riding redundant.
You do land right on plain sight of snipers, but if there's no one alive, or if you need to touch the point fast, this route is amazing.
What I like about this one is that even though you don't land on the top floor where snipers usually are, they see you coming and they'll turn around trying to counter you.
Yep, they will surely stop focusing the point for a bit as long as they know that you're down there.
Again, it's not easy to perform, but if you fail, you still don't fall into the abyss or anything.
What the was this?
I don't know. All I know is that most snipers won't have the time to shoot you midair if you do this.
And you can literally do it from your spawn. How stupidly powerful is this one?
You do need to practice it a lot to land the tendril on one of those beams.
Yep.
Actually, I feel like it's key to learn how to land your tendril on those beams.
Yep, especially if you don't have a Relentless Presence, but you still want to have some decent mobility.
If the enemy saw you do those previous jumps before, they probably expect you to come from that direction.
Which is why you can do this one to surprise them.
Don't make this complicated.
Or this one, which is pretty much the same.
Just gotta time it right so you land on the bridge and not under it.
Or you can go really nuts and fly past them so you can harass their backline.
Yep, and again, the point is down there, so that's where their damages and supports will be aiming at most of the time. This jump is really good.
Last but not least, the cherry on the cake.
And a jump that again doesn't require you to have a Relentless Presence.
For this jump, you have to learn to hit the highest spots with tendrils.
It all comes with practice, but the reward is well worth it.
Totally.
As usual, this is not a route you want to take while there are enemies on a point, unless you are sure they won't do anything to you while you fly past them.
Ah, this one is a classic, and I bet most of you already know about it. Shiver me timber. Mills.
Imagine being a sniper, minding your own business, applying pressure on the point, just to get an angry Vora fall on you straight from the sky.
Thing is, even if they see you, they gotta have a great reaction and aim to be able to shoot you midair. This one is a good alternative.
It's also a route that consists of 2 paths, so you don't even need the Relentless Presence talent to enjoy it.
I like how this route, you always have a tree between you and your destination.
Yeah, the enemy won't be able to see you.
And even if they will, they won't be able to shoot you down as easily.
I'd say it's great for when you have to defend. Getting so deep into an enemy backline so quickly will distract them a lot.
And if your team is not a potato, which is rare, you might even save the day with this sneaky route.
Anyway, a huge thanks to Super for sharing these clips with me. Make sure to follow him on Twitch and follow Meka on her Instagram.
Thank you for watching!
If I jump, I will fall, guaranteed. 20 seconds later I did. If I jump